It's time for a very special edition of the 10 o'clock news for ghosts with Vinny the Vampire and special guest Sean Connery.
Hey, stop already! Fucking Rick Wakeman over here. How's it going, everybody? It's me, Vinny the Vampire again. I'm happy to be back at my desk finally, and catching up on a story that I told you I'd be working on, and here I am. And right across from me over there is a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Sean Connery.
Oh, thank you, Vinny. It's very nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh, don't mention it. Hey, how's your wife doing?
I did not come here to talk about my wife.
No, but you gotta be the only guy on the fucking planet who can beat the shit out of his wife and get the support of the whole nation after doing it.
Well, I don't know about the entire nation.
No, I saw the YouTube clip and I saw all the comments, and all of them said, that man is my hero. Sean Connery has the guts to do what nobody else will do and say what no one else will say. If Sean Connery wants to slap a woman, Sean Connery can slap a woman. It was fucking beautiful.
All right, can we change the topic, please?
Sure we can, Sean. As you all know, tonight's report is to investigate the Goldeneye Mysteries from the Nintendo 64 title that had so much popularity when it came out. And I think it gave birth to a new love for James Bond among young kids who started playing the game and everything like that. And that includes you, Sean.
Well, I didn't really have much to do with it, but...
You see, that's what I wanted to ask you about, because in the instruction booklet, we can see you there, right on page 20. So everybody at home, open up your instruction booklets to page 20 and tell me that's not Sean Connery there.
Well, it was me. It was intended to be me, but...
What, you stuttering prick? Tell him what happened.
Just what the hell is it that you're trying to prove anyway?
I'm not trying to prove anything. We got a video clip. Run the clip, Dave. Let's get this shit straightened out right now. Look, you see? That was you.
Oh,
that was you fucking
sake.
Running away. Weren't you running away?
No.
Yeah, that's the great James Bond running away. You probably didn't want nobody to know about it, you fuck.
No, you
I'll tell you one thing right now. You wouldn't last 2 seconds in Doom. Son of a bitch is running away like there's fucking cacodemons chasing after him.
Vinny, there is no way to prove that that's me. Just because he dresses like me doesn't mean that that's me.
And he has your face.
And he has my face, so what?
And that wasn't the only place I seen your face either. It was in the April Fool's issue of a game magazine, which I bought when it first came out, by the way, where they had the all Bonds cheat. But it was a joke. But all 4 of you motherfuckers were in there.
All 4 of who?
You, Roger Moore, Timmy Dalton, and George Lazenby.
They wouldn't put George Lazenby in a video game.
That's just what I said, but that's what it looked like. And it was a hoax, and I believed it. And I felt like a schmuck.
You are a schmuck.
No. But one of the reasons why it worked so good was because there was an uneven 23 cheats in the cheat menu. There was room for one more cheat, which didn't exist, but... they put it in there. The All Bonds multi-cheat. They even, put it in the pictures there. See? Look at it.
I know what it looks like.
Oh, so you were in on it?
No. Here is what happened, if you must know. Timothy Dalton had a dispute with MGM and did not want to be involved with James Bond or MGM again. So, when GoldenEye 64 was being made... Timothy Dalton somehow found out, and he did not want to be involved in it, so they dropped it from the game, dropped it from production.
Oh, so it's Timmy Dalton's fault.
You didn't hear that from me.
Well, it doesn't matter what I heard, because he's live via satellite, and he heard it. Hey, Timmy!
Vinny, hello.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, Sean, I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person, but it looks as though you're taking care of everything yourself.
Well, it was your fault.
Oh, yes, it's all my fault that they didn't get to play as you on their shitty little games. I had single-handedly crushed all the hopes and dreams of children everywhere.
Oh, fuck off, will you?
Sean, just do me one favour before I go. Say suicide solution.
Suicide solution.
Oh, very good. Goodbye now.
Thanks, Timmy. I needed that.
I hate you so much.
Yeah, join the club. Anyway, moving on to the other mysteries. What about the vents in the facility? In the second level? You know, in the air duct? They're walking through it and there's those vents, you can't go through them. What's down here?
There's nothing down there.
Well, there were rumors that Mayday and Oddjob were down there. They were either there or on that fucking island on the first level, but they're not there. Because I've been there. Everybody else has been there. They're not there. So everybody thought there was a place, like, in those vents where they would be waiting to fight you or something, but you never fight them.
Well, they're really not all that important.
Yeah, not to you maybe, but to the people that are watching this, it's very fucking important where they are. Because why would they be in multiplayer mode if you never fight them in a game? They just made them for multiplayer mode? It's like this terrorist motherfucker. Who is he? Is he with the Al-Qaeda or something?
What are you implying?
You know, maybe Bush could have prevented everything if he played this game and saw that guy.
What?
Hey, anything's possible.
There's no implications that he's even Arabic.
So?
So you sound like an asshole.
Yeah, well, what about that fucking gun that we were showing in the video just before?
What gun?
The gun that was used to kill all those soldiers in the beginning. It was an automatic weapon. I know what it was called. It was called the Spider.
How do you know that?
The same reason I know about all the other reports on this program. I did research. That gun was not in the final version of the game. And why was it taken out?
How should I know?
Not in a bullshit. There's something you're not telling me.
I have nothing to hide.
What, does Mayday use it? Or Oddjob? Maybe it's one of their guns.
Are you going to bring them up again?
Well, hold up. Look at it this way. Jaws uses the AR-33. Baron Samedi uses the golden gun, I believe. And, well, we know what the other people use, but we don't know what Mayday and Oddjob use. What the fuck did they use?
Is this your life's obsession or something?
Can you repeat that?
No.
Well, you know, I would play the game online, but there's always a problem whenever I'm trying to play it on Kylera, you know, on Kyero, however you pronounce it, you know, online. They have the emulator, the Mupen emulator or the Project 64, even though that one doesn't work for me, but Mupen, when I use that one, it just desyncs or some shit. It's all fucked up. You can't play GoldenEye on that. You know, you just can't do it online. It's just like they don't want me to or something. So instead I just play, you know, the classic fighting games that everyone loves in the arcades, you know, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Kellogg's vs. General Mills, you know, that shit.
Kellogg's?
You know, and people think I'm not allowed to pick Dan Hibiki. If I'm playing like 4-player, you know, and I pick Dan Hibiki, the people on the other team go, what if? And the guy on my team goes, what if? You know, Dan is just as good as anybody else. And when I kick somebody's ass with Dan, I say, hey, I thought Dan was no good. How did I win with him then? And then the guy on the other team goes, Stafoo. Let me tell you something once and for all. All he is. A real man does not say Stafoo. A woman says Stafoo because it's unladylike to say the whole thing or some shit. But a man, when a man gets mad, he says, shut the fuck up, is what a man says. You know, all these legendary badasses in history that men look up to today, I bet you none of them said Stafoo when they got pissed off. Remember that.
You've gone off topic again.
All right. But, you know, Sean, if you ever have the time or the means to play online GoldenEye with me, I bet I could take you.
I don't think so, my friend. I think you'd get pwned.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, one last thing I want to bring up before we wrap it up here. One last mystery. This level here, the Citadel. Where did that shit come from? What's with the Citadel? It doesn't look like anything from the game. From the final version, that is.
It was intended to be only multiplayer.
Was it really?
Yes, it was supposed to have the same theme music as the Cradle, but it didn't make it to the final cut.
Yeah, but you can get there with a Game Shark. Just like you can get to the fucking island in the first level, you can get there with a Game Shark. Well, I don't know if you can do it with a Game Shark. I think you can, but I did it with my emulator. I don't know if you can do it with a Game Shark. But you walk through all the walls. There's like no real walls. You're just walking through shit. So there's, it's weird. I wouldn't want to. I didn't like it. I can understand why it didn't make it to the final cut.
Well, it's incomplete.
Your face is incomplete. Anyway, thank you for joining us. We hope that you learned something, because that's our goal. That's why we're here. And I definitely had a good time, and I think you did too, Sean. As much as you'd hate to admit it.
I never want to see you again.
All right, then. Everybody have a good night.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Thank you for watching the 10 o'clock news for Ghosts. Special presentation of the Goldeneye Mysteries.
Shut the fuck up!